Halo, halo.
Siema, siema.
Wspaniały adwokat granie rozpoczynamy. Ja będę miał to wgląd w czat. Ta telewizja też moderuje.
Witaj Kubawski, witaj 12man.
Rozpoczynamy. New game. Mamy cutscenkę.
The Empire of Japan.
Witaj Demzior.
Opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Ryunosuke coś to odjebał.
Słynny dżingiel.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the door to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? Oh, no, nothing. Save yourselves, murderer.
Murder.
Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I am a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow find myself in the middle of a horrifying incident, and now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough. He is not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes,
Lawyer.
until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you, you haven't even graduated yet.
The Naruhodo Incident
And yet, I
1893.
still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha, there you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Ah. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University, but he's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. Is not that impressive? The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet, he said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations,
No, nadaje się do lektora.
It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. Well, znam koniec tej gry. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We would have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Koperta. W kopercie minus 100%.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me, ja wiem dlaczego. But never mind for that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. Your advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
Sus przyszła.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Prot. Witaj
I shall
Gontoto.
accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks Kazuma.
Witaj Wolfik.
Co tam na czacie się dzieje? O, Sus przyszła. Faktycznie Sus, Sato.
Sus.
Ha, this is awkward. If I may... Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I am a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Sogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you have no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
Oh no.
Why? Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi would have chosen not to tell you. He has agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Because it's fine. The administration has to choose from large numbers of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh, suspense. Sorry?
Hmm?
What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant, court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our
No i
surreptitious
zaczynamy za.
discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty of failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Alright.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny.
No i lecimy.
So this, the courtroom. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that have demanded that this be a secret trial. Co to za angielski w ogóle, kurwa?
Łe.
A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It will become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, okay? It's about to begin. Oczywiście ja skończyłem oglądać grę, wiem dlaczego to jest ukryty trial. Ale nie powiem. No spoilers.
Zero spoilerów dokładnie. Łe.
The court will now
Sędzia.
hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I do. No confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for... Yes! Ogo? What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Rinosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Rinosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad will be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Bro.
Yes, I knew that's how you feel, which is exactly why I needed not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in yet. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well, does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel. Really?
Objection!
Objection. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Hmm? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in the charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But... wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Rinosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information in this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of E. If you ever find you have forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose. This is the list of evidence you have collected. Now try searching people instead with E. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. John H. Wilson, blah blah. So remember, everything is to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press R to present. Right now.
Yes!
Yes! The
Yeah.
victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed, this is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally, and as most of you will be aware, we just have signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Yep. Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you have a
Oczy się ruszają, chłop się denerwuje.
and you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. Fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Disappeared. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen the man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Nie rób tego, to jest bardzo zły pomysł. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Wilson. Yeah. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Alvaro. Yes, Your Excellency. How did the Professor of Medicine, John H. Wilson, lose his life? Lay before the court the cause of death. Zobaczmy, co to było. Chyba jest postmortem. Gunshot.
Gunshot?
The cause of death. Well, obviously that was it was okay. Remember that in court every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Yes!
Yes!
Wybierz prezent.
Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, the doctor dissects corpses ready by the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of these later. This is the so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime.
Jak prehistoryczny Winston Payne.
Produced by the powder explosion. Dlaczego Winston Payne jest taki? A, to nie jest Winston Payne, to jest pewnie jakiś jego przodek.
Alter ego.
In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. Ouchie, prawie jak Archie. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to the drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well, I am satisfied with your answer. Let us start at the trial. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Well, this is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. Professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really
Dr.
has
Shida.
taking his all in, has he? Maybe, but any help you gave me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in the crazy look of the will event and control the cold sweats. Hopefully if you rein that crazy headband and the control the cold stairs with first. Kurwa, co się napić? Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at the Western style restaurant called La Carneva. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This green crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Understood. Hosonaga-san, we will calmly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it, sir. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university. Yes! Hold on, let me clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him. Obiekcja. I believe I asked him to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness' report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you'll be penalized, defended Naruhodo. Don't worry, Asuka, you'll have it first to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. Gówno prawda, ale przejdziemy do tego za chwilę. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around the table. What's the matter with you, Scary? That's just not right. when I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello. There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I have been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Kurwa, nie wiem, nie pamiętam co tu się wbierało. Zobaczę waiter. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interrupt. Do you not stay? If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would immediately get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have got to Yuma University otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you find guilty. Alright, you have scored. I won't forget this piece about fighting a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Czyli to jest to samo akurat. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Obiekcja. Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard of court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this new student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Kosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well? Is there a problem? Send the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. So, the court has now heard the process of the case. Wait a moment. Does my court record is examined? Jeszcze nie mogę tego zakręcić. Yes, the moment the counsel was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naohodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this case, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court, but I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from the sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You have said it, Professor Mikotowa has said it. and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm just scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face, is that it? Why? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Inosuke. Yes. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. Okay, Boomer. You know,
Okay,
you
Boomer.
call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Okay, Boomer. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Yeah. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officers, bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesanosa reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employed as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasotei, a humble premises in the 2nd district, Kiryo Korekta, at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the outer table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take the tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always host noon, and not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios in which I make my business. You can't understand a word of that woman is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Probably targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he would be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, we both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what only can be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed broke infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was present. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Oh jest, znalazłem Polsat Reality. Kurde, jednak udało mi się nagrać.
Dobra.
Kelly.
Sir, yes sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. Witness testimony. What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the owner. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden cureton to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the... I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Well, sir, you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. The wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Po co to zrobiłeś?
Właśnie.
After I had said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I had finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it, so I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Yes. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of the trial. Yes!
Yes.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense, demands its right to a cross-examination. Dear me, let me guess. The Hachimaki husband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
Objekcja. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazama is so commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key of doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Cross-examination.
Nie dzieją się igrzyska.
zastosuję bardzo popularną taktykę. Teraz wszystkie statementy. Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. Ja pierdolę. Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you. Alright then, this beef stick you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Indian. Beef stick is a delicious cut of veal vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh.
O,
If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Ja pierdzielę! Tym się czyta.
łe. Łe.
Osiągnięto osiągnięcie, Prime Presser.
Gu. Pierwsze osiągnięcie.
Press. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tak, dokładnie tak się mówi w sądzie. Polecam. Tu jest coś nie tak w tym statemencie.
No.
Parę z tego. Oj, oj.
E?
Bruh. Sure, that's not really possible, is it? From the back. And then kurde, egzamin. On jest postrzelony na froncie. To jest contradiction.
No to no.
Prezent. Muzyka się zatrzymała, to jest dobry wybór. What are you playing at? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What?
Tak spojrzał do tyłu, ale...
What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. If there is no place for amateurs today here in the Grand Court, go fuck yourself. It's so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. What? What are we talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there is a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. Why? Sergeant, yes and no, sir. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little widow. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. A witness declaring my own military grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Oh. Idos! Idos! Schował Kidosa. What the...
Kido, łe, chowa.
Popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Chłop jest sus.
Amogus. Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear more indisputable. Until the moment I heard the fireman discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. Why? Dobrze ci tak kurwią.
Dobrze.
The last testimony, the court card has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yesanosa,
Get couple.
did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Get fucked. have been a complete turnabout in the mood of the trial, just from that one discrepancy. Zdziwienie granie. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But
Kurde, idealna twarz, która mi się trafiła na live'ie.
that university cadre here, he was pointing the
These
firearm
nuts.
directly at the victim's back. But I never fired the gun. All I did
These
was
nuts.
pick it up from the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. My soul eyes have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure?
Measure?
Indeed, the Koi Ira Koban, my prize coin, on each occasion when I visit the restaurant. It is my habit to place in my bottom bosom pocket of a particular trinket of interest from my shop last day, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from me. On the day under scrutiny, I was the military man that I proffered my Koi treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not. But I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes in the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. He gone.
He went... Oh.
The cover vanished. Hunting around under the table, I was, in case, makeup, it had fallen there, and then it had. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only in finding my absconded Koi treasure. Nothing could distract me. Okay, static other. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No.
No.
I see. To jest potrzebna informacja. That lamentable day, the precious Koi Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed prize coin for himself. I'm sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What was your position, Prosecutor Rawson? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have played a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. No. Upon hearing the next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. Zapiszę sobie. I na tym momencie chyba skończymy dzisiaj granie, ponieważ minęła już godzina, bo tak na Discordzie powiedziałem, że będziemy grać godzinę. Także za chwilę przełączamy się na przegląd. Szczegóły przeglądu będą omówione właśnie tam.
Kurde, udało mi się zdobyć Polsat Reality.
Dobra. Także szybka zmiana. Dobra. się okienko. Dobra. Wydaje się trochę mniejsze, ponieważ... tak, dobra. Także część przeglądowa rozpoczyna się teraz.
Także wybieraj te numerki.
Jeszcze nie wybieram numerków.
Dobra, jeszcze nie.
Także szybkie backstory. Na poprzednim przeglądzie, którego nie obejrzycie, bo się najewałem.
Tak było.
Podczas tego przeglądu zamówiłem sobie kolejną partię kaset, jak widać OLX Lublin. Mam przed sobą, zamówiłem 30 sztuk, mam przed sobą 10, właśnie widzicie listę. Także uruchamiamy voting time teraz.
Także zaczynamy, wybieraj te numerki.
Pasek. Jak pasek się skończy, koniec głosowania. Zeruj, co mam zerować? Nie mam nic w pokoju, co mogę zerować? Chyba że twój wynik w nauce. Jeden.
Jedna dwójka. Ja też mogę wybierać?
Też.
Dobra. Co tu jest takiego ciekawego?
Połowa voting time'u minęła. Voting time się kończy. Dobra, na streamie już nie widać voting time'u. Więc stop. Jeszcze tę 7 zaliczę tutaj. Nie, to jest 7. Tu jest 7. Także 2 głosy na numer 10. 1 głos na 7, 1 głos na 2, numer 10.
Lecimy 10.
Jest to DNS E240 Chrome High Grade oczywiście, chociaż z High Grade'em nic nie ma to wspólnego, nigdy nie miało. Podpisy jak widać.
Ucieczka z Atlantydy, Top Gun.
Od razu mówię, że ta partia nie jest zbyt obfita w materiały, ale to się dowiecie dlaczego zaraz. Dobra. Listy numerek. O. I możemy zaczynać. Tutaj. Mamy Polsat. Nagranie dekoderowe widzę.
Polsat 2001 może. 2000.
25.08.
O.
Widać było datę.
Jeff Spickman w filmie Ucieczka z Atlantydy.
25.08.
Tak, jest to ucieczka z Atlantydy. Tryb SP. Przejrzałem prywatnie 5 kaset, ale one też trafią na przeglądy i to nie jest jedna z nich, także nie znam jej zawartości kompletnie. Także możliwe to jest dzień 10, dzień 9, 2000 i 2001. Jeszcze 2002 chyba. 25.08. Ale którego roku? Poszukajcie tam może w tych ramówkach. Ucieczka z Atlantydy, coś takiego.
To jest 2002.
Dobra. Oho, mały argat. Wycięte.
No cóż.
Właśnie dlatego nie będzie to skatopitem materiały. Chociaż jest przynajmniej jeden i to ciekawy nawet. Dobra, film trwał... Jaki tam był podpis? 86 minut.
Mhm. No tak godzina 20.
Stanowisko świszczy. Tu jeszcze trwa film. A to nie jest Titanic.
Titanic.
Czemu nie leżą w lesie? Sus.
Dobra, jeszcze Polsat X sobie zgram. Dobra. I jeszcze tu teraz wrzucę. Kurde.
Zniknął. O kurwa.
O kur, ale ja jestem silny.
Za chwilę strażnicy miasta.
Czemu ta kabaretowa ekstraklasa była w cudzysłowie?
Napisz na kolejny film.
3 marca 1969 roku.
Kurde, ale ten ident Polsatu X jest
Oficjalnie szkoła nosi
taki
nazwę
funky.
Student,
Bardzo.
lecz piloci nazywają ją
Teraz.
Dobra. Może szybko sobie wrzucę i sprawdzę ramówki. Tutaj.
O! Był OSD dekodera.
Co tam jest? Drugi 09
Dostał
sprawdzę.
przerwy widza, ale tu nie będzie wycięte.
No to jest... Ja, o 21 sobie poleciał, ale lot to pewnie będzie u Ciebie wycięte. Na 19 stopni? Łe, to godzinę miał przestawioną ruch.
Za mało.
Ciekawe czy lot to będzie wycięte, czy będzie całe.
Ja bym takim lotto nie pogardził w sumie.
No. Dobra, idencior z Polsatu X wrzucony. Kurde. Już się boję, jakie będą wyniki następnego dnia. Jola z dopisu nie sprawdzi, dobra.
Oczywiście jeśli ktoś, jeżeli jakiś oglądający nie ma go jeszcze na Discordzie, to zapraszam, link na górze jest. Discord
Tak, zapraszamy.
Wstęp tylko od 13 roku życia, także no.
No.
Anyway, reklamy są wycięte, jest już tam nowsza wersja oprawy.
Mhm.
Także ile to trwało minut? Siemano, dzień dobry.
Witaj, Michał. Fajny Poseidon. No to tam trwało 100 minut.
Czy już to pod koniec kasety trzeba? Co się wydaje?
No to minut 25, no to...
Nie, to do 3 godziny chyba.
No... Trzecia godzina mniej więcej, tak.
Dobra, to przewijamy, bo pewnie i tak są wycięte reklamy. To wgląd zajebisty film. Kiedyś jak będziemy robić movie nighty, to... Jak będziemy je robić na Discord, to puszczę wam właśnie z tej kasety.
Kurde, jak ja bym też miał organizować Movie Nighta, to też bym coś puścił od siebie. Tylko co? Kurde, z HBO, ja mam tam potężny magazyn filmów z HBO. Żoliborz moment.
Żoliborz granie.
Żoliborz granie na stojakach. No to koniec filmu chyba już.
Coś. Na ostatnie wydanie informacji zapraszamy o godzinie 23:10.
Super, superancko.
Koniec filmu. Co to za dwójka? Gada lata z radiem.
No to będzie też wrzesień 2002 będzie.
Właśnie niestety te kasety są wypełnione takimi dziadostwami na końcach.
Nie,
Kabarety są, gale piosenki biesiadnej, kurwa. Cygańska noc, co nawet widać w 7.
ja tam kurde te wszystkie rozrywkowe pozgrywałem. Możliwe, że kiedyś wyrzucę, ale nie jestem pewien.
Głupie pytanie, ale jak otwierać pliki DTCP IP? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia.
Ja też nie wiem.
World Order poleciał.
Dobra, to sprawdzam, co to może być za data. Kurde, nie widzę na razie nic. No to może być mniej więcej wrześniu, tak patrzę po tych rąkach, co widzę.
Godziny 36 na liczniku. Tu się nic nie zmienia absolutnie.
Chyba, a nie, mam to chyba, lato z latem, część drugą, tu fragment. Fragment chyba z tego, jeszcze z fragmentem bloku reklamowego albo urywkiem na końcu.
Ile to trwa w ogóle?
Od tego miejsca chyba 15 minut, 16, nie pamiętam dokładnie, ale chyba tak.
No to do końca kasety to leci.
Zakończy się gotowaniem, o ile się nie o ile się nie mylę. Gotowanie.
Napisy końcowe.
Mhm.
I gówno. Gówno. Pusta
Dzień.
Jak mogłeś kurde gościu nagrać ten blok reklamowy czy coś tam do końca. Bardzo prosto
A mógł-
miejsca.
Mógł usnąć. I później spauzować łeb. O, chopnąc. 6 minut pustej.
Dobry wieczór, witanie.
Witaj Kaks.
Hello. Koniec kasety. A więc... Voting time. Zaczyna się teraz.
Dobra, wybierajcie kochani tutaj numerek.
Voting time powoli się kończy. Jest tylko, no są 2 głosy. Koniec czasu na głosowanie. 3 głosy na dwójkę, 1 głos na trójkę.
Tracimy dwójkę.
Dwójeczka będzie następną przeglądaną kasetą, jak tylko ta się wchodzi nie do końca. Czy do początku?
Witex TV Gaming, kto to jest? Czy nie muszę sprawdzić jakiś nowy? Mi się wkradł, muszę sprawdzić aż.
Dobra.
Jakieś alfa, jakieś na alfa template'y.
A więc siła rażenia, cud na wzgórzu. Ten kontur fotograficzny nie jest celowy, on był na...
On był na taśmie.
On jest na etykiecie. I mrągowo.
Tymczasem mój królik Books.
Ta lista teraz. Oj. Nie wyłączyłem soundpada.
Zostawił tego samochodu przez tą całą godzinę ponad. Mały jumpscare się popełnił teraz.
Dobra. A więc jest to TDK E240 TV. Ta nowa.
Kurde, szkoda, że...
One się zgadzają z pudełkami. Więc coś w tych przypadków.
Pay-per-view bundle, co to jest? Patrzę po tym transponderze.
To jest wyciągnięta.
Pay-per-view bundle, co to jest?
Dobra.
Jakieś inne ścierwo doszło do mojego transpondera.
Let's go. Mamy
Uraja
TDK
Fadek.
2 po 2005.
Minęły już 2 miesiące.
To jest jakaś seria.
Albo zamyka się w sobie, albo...
Chyba jakaś seria. Tak wygląda.
Możliwe.
Sztormy na Pacyfiku.
Numer 4K.
Mały argat.
Te raje już nie działają. Cóż, wyłączyli raje SD, już nie mam co nagrywać taką. Musiałbym IPTV fajnego znaleźć. Nie no. Nie narzekam.
Dobra, zauważyłem po tych kasetach, że po chyba 2003 ten nagrywający miał magnetoid z indeksem. Także przebijmy po indeksie. Zobaczmy, kiedy jest nadpis.
Kurde, jestem ciekaw, jak ten indeks u Ciebie działa. Czy to zwiększa o 1 ten numerek?
Ten numerek to jest o ile indeksów przebiją, bo mogę dać 2.
Musiałbym u siebie spróbować, może jakaś taśma ma tam poindeksowane to wszystko. Ale ten indeks mi to zadziała. Dobra, ze Star TV ustawię.
Jak na razie
To jest hard rock and metal.
dam play. Może coś jest tutaj. Płynął. Nie, no to jest film.
65 minut. Star TV sobie ustawię. To prawdę sobie jeszcze ustawię. W sumie Wołyń bym nagrał, bo nie mam tego filmu.
Indeks.
O! A, i on automatycznie stopuje przy tym, dobra.
Wysyłamy napis na jedynkę. Wcześniej było co? Dwójka, napisy końcowe. Także skoro jest używane, to indeks kolejny. Spodziewałem się, że z takimi setami szybko przewiniemy się przez tę partię.
No. Dobra, ja na chwilę troszeczkę dłuższe ze dwóch muszę tam coś ogarnąć. Zaraz będę.
Indeks. Mamy w Polonie wcześniej napisy końcowe, oczywiście wyjebane. Kto by się spodziewał?
Opracowanie Telewizja Polska, Agencja Filmowa. Tekst Andrzej Chajewski czytał.
Mamy piosenki Biesiady z Polonii. Nudne teksty jakieś cholerne. Ojoj. Podejrzany dźwięk z magnetowi się wydał. Sosy. Są kabarety. A. Gówno, tom. Koniec kasety. To oznacza voting time. Tam jeszcze na pana telewizję. Wróćcie ze mną. Niezła bitka pomiędzy 3 a 6. I koniec voting time. Mamy wynik 2 dla trójki i 3 dla szóstki. Panie telewizja, dawniej po raz trzeci się spóźniłeś. Nie wiem, ty masz jakieś lagi internetu, czy... nie wiem. W każdym razie wybraliśmy numerek 6. Dobra. Najdłuższy dzień, podwieczorek przy mikrofonie i cygańska noc. Aż ta się przewinie. Jest to Panasonic N240. Kurde, nie jest przewinięty do początku. Nie zauważyłem tego. Żyję w tego procesu przewinięcia innego magnetowiku. Nie zauważyłem, że nie jest przewinięta. O, muzykę mi zjadło. Dobra, także lecimy z kasetą numer.
Tu mówimy.
Mamy dwójeczkę.
Francuzi przemawiają do Francuzów. Oto nasz najnowszy biuletyn informacyjny. Rozpoczynamy od kilku komunikatów specjalnych.
Sony Link obecnie nie głosujemy. O, niedobre znaki są w filmie. To 70 minut. Prawie 3 godziny trzeba przewinąć teraz. kontrolny, zobaczmy co tu jest. Dalej jest film ten. O, akurat. Jest kolonia teraz. Kolejne dziadostwo, którego nikt i tak nie obejrzy. Ten kto zgrał. O, i napis na kolejne. Chyba te cygany właśnie. 3 godziny 23 minuty. Jeżeli ten dźwig dobrze chodzi. Szkoda, że nie ma nic z poloniczka, bo że nie ma nic z czegokolwiek. Jak dotąd. Oj, to już szum. Nie, licznik się nie kręci. Może coś się trafi. Na jednej kasecie na pewno jest jeden materiał. Tego jestem pewien, bo widziałem, jak przeglądałem prywatnie. A tu jakaś dwójka i to są pewnie te cygany. Ty tam. Dobra. Zaraz ostatni voting time na dzisiaj. Tu już ich nie ma. Koniec kasety. Voting time. Ostatni dzisiaj. To jest to. Voting time się kończy. No to widzę, że tu jest już common agreement. Koniec voting time'u, 3 głosy na piątkę i nic innego. Także wąż będzie grany. Wspomnę tylko, że to jest ostatnia kaseta, jaką przeglądamy na dzisiaj. Jest to Sony DX 240. Play. Mamy Polsata. Nie wierzę, reklamy. Pierwszy materiał, jakikolwiek. Czemu telewizja nie gra?
Przy braku ruchu i szybkim wzroście stopy dzieci ulegają nieodwracalnie.
Lista 2 listopada o godzinie 9:30.
Z kamerą wśród ludzi.
Gdzie się najbardziej cieszą na
Tematem najbliższego programu będą zaduszki.
Odwiedzenia zmarłego pijemy razem z nim wódkę.
Tam był prom,
Także to
postać
jest
absolutnie
październik
sprawiedliwy.
2003. Szukajcie filmu Bądź.
dostarczone na tym
Wojciech Cejrowski zaprasza w niedzielę o 17:00.
Za wielką gwiazdą.
Szafir otoczony drylem.
Uwaga, hotel.
Już w najbliższą niedzielę o 19:05.
Nie przeszkadza panu, że ja tak?
Akcja Podaruj Dzieciom Słońce zbiera pieniądze na zakup sprzętu medycznego, który
Także tam już
ratuje
leci do
życie
zgrania.
dzieciom.
Chcemy, by każdy szpital mógł pomóc dziecku w razie wypadku.
Potrzebny jest nowoczesny sprzęt. Bez niego lekarze bywają bezradni.
Sięgając po produkty z miejsc oznaczonych słoneczkiem, pomagacie Państwo ratować życie dzieci, ofiar nieszczęśliwych wypadków.
Dajmy szansę każdemu dziecku. Podarujmy dzieciom słońce.
Dobra, po reklamach. Ale przynajmniej są. macie na czacie specyfikację, powiem, czego trzeba szukać. Ojoj, skóra się sypie. Noc 2 listopada. Okej, dobra, dzięki. Zapiszę sobie. Szansy na zakończenie raczej nie ma, ale no. Ojoj, pani bez ubrania, trzeba być uważnym. Dobra, jak na razie żadnych reklam nie było kolejnych, tylko ten jeden blog. Nie wiem, czy to normalne, czy nie, ale może zaraz będzie jakiś. O, właśnie. Jak bardzo w nocy to jest? W której godzinie się zaczął ten film? O, o.
Tak jest!
Tak jest! Tak jest! Ile?
Awantura o kasę. W poniedziałek, środę i piątek o 19:15.
Uwaga, uwaga! Takiego baru jeszcze nie było. Niczym nie rozcieńczone. 100% prawdziwych emocji. 200% świetnej zabawy i ponad 5 milionów fanów. Bar bez granic od poniedziałku do piątku o 17:55 i 20:10. Bar to przekracza wszelkie granice.
Muszę to zrobić. Co ja...
Co to za facet? To on jubileusz. Facet opchnąłby nawet ciężarówkę.
Zdobywa zaufanie i cenne informacje.
Skropnęli szefa. Mam go w garści. Facet połknął haczem.
Staje się jednym z nich.
Wolę. Ktoś nas sypie.
Premiera telewizyjna. Al Pacino i Johnny Depp w filmie Donnie Brasco. W poniedziałek o 21:40.
I dalej film. Dwadzieścia minut przewinę. Dobra, może 15. To nie jest stereo. po coś innego. No to też nie było. 100% musiał być. Po prostu nie włączyli tego stereo. Tam była... Podejrzane sceny są, uwaga. Nie możemy takich rzeczy pokazywać publicznie. To jest ten sam film cały czas. To jest ten sam film, nie wiem. Nowe Stasi. Dobra, to jest przeglądany. Nieważne. A raczej to jest cały czas ten film. Ale przynajmniej te kasety już są lepsze niż partia Brzezia Łąka. To była dopiero tragedia. Oglądający z Twitcha będą wiedzieli, o co chodzi. Ojoj, wąż sobie zaciupał chłopa. Ale mi was nie szkoda. Co to jest? What the actual fuck? Chłop autentycznie zrobił transformację w węża. Ojoj. I zaciukał chłopa. Dobra, teraz gdzie są reklamy? O, napis na pól. Epicenter.
Epicentrum.
Tak, tytuł Epicentrum. 2003 listopad bądź później. O. Było coś, było OSD dekoderka. Ojoj. Pauza. Problem z odbiorem sygnału nie pozwala na prawidłową pracę dekodera. Sprawdź podłączenie dekodera. W razie problemu skontaktuj się z operatorem. Ojoj. Mały problem. 19:08. Film Epicentrum. Zostanie 19:05 wyłączenie niestety. FBI open up. Szukamy reklam, o ile będą. Tu mogą nie być. Ojoj, Susi. Mamy dalej reklam. A, wycięte. Dobra. Także do 3 godzinki jakoś to widzę. A może po indeksie spróbuję. Indeks. Mamy dwójeczkę.
Anonimowy dobroczyńca wpłacił $13 milionów na walkę z białaczką.
Dobra, jestem, ominęło mnie coś?
Tak, znalazłem reklamy z Polsatu 2003.
Dobrze.
To jest, by the way, ostatnia kaseta, zaraz kończymy live'a. A tak to jest czwarta, którą teraz przeglądamy.
Good.
Ja, to były wycięte. Tamten później dwójeczkę na koniec. I tu jest napis. Tu jest katańce jakieś. Wbijanie to trwa. Pana Reganko, siemanko. Byłeś na sam koniec streama, bo zaraz kończymy.
Ty, widzę oregano. No to
Ale
ja,
możesz
czyli
sobie cofnąć. Graliśmy sobie godzinkę w tej kasetowni i przejrzeliśmy łącznie z tą 4 kasety.
mam tu jakąś balladę.
To fajnie. No super. Na liczniku 3 godziny 45 minut.
Jeszcze 15 do końca, nie? Bo 240.
Ja.
Sobie patrzę. Na stopklatce sobie wołyń leci. Czy nie nagrywa mi się? Nagrywa, dobra. Będę mieć. Sobie obejrzę kiedy indziej.
Napisy końcowe. I gówno. PSO.
A?
Na Polsat.
Polsacik. No to 2003.
No.
Tylko czy coś będzie?
Motel jakiś, napisy końcowe. Ale po japońsku?
Japoński? Ja bym... No to japoński, dobra.
No, szybciej.
Acer.
Craig David.
Dlaczego? Dlaczego?
Dobra, to jest
Główna nagroda
100%
to wyjazd do Berlina na
zakłada.
koncert Craiga Davida. Gwarantujemy przejazd, zakwaterowanie i bilety na koncert, a także, uwaga, skromne kieszonkowe w wysokości...
Hajsiwo. Hajsiwo z awantury o kasę.
Co to jest?
Cześć, dzisiaj w programie Mopman wywiad z duetem Parę słów. Tak naprawdę uśmiechy na twarzy są. Dowiemy się, kim jest pan Maleńczy.
To jest jakiś rzadki program.
nie jest chłopcem.
Do tego informacje muzyczne, wiadomości o koncertach, recenzje płytowe i zobaczycie, jak było na koncercie zespołu Placebo.
O, o tym nie słyszałem.
To definitywnie jakiś
Natomiast najważniejszym wydarzeniem tygodnia jest bez wątpienia fakt, że zostaną obniżone ceny płyt. Na razie dotyczy to
To jest jakieś z muzyką. No wiesz co jest po programach z muzyką?
No.
Kurde, szkoda, że to nie jest E300. Zostało 5 minut.
Jakby dojechało. Ciekawe, czy to była ostatnia lista, znaczy ostatni ten program na tego.
O, i tak był urwane.
Fragmenci.
Nie,
Ja to jestem ciekaw, czy ktoś jeszcze znajdzie z kamerą wśród ludzi. Ja znalazłem 4 wydania, ale tego, 2 są w takiej słabej jakości u mnie w LPR, to kurde, co trochę obraz skacze, ale to spróbuję wrzucić. Kiedyś.
Czekaj, z kamerą wśród ludzi, to kiedy to leciało?
2003-2004.
A, no to nie, to co my.
Cejrowski, kontrowersje, wszystko.
Koniec kasety. Także podsumowanie przeglądu. Znaleźliśmy tylko reklamy i zapowiedzi z 2 listopada 2003 z nocy z Polsatu. A tak to wszystkie kasety były wypełnione wyciętymi reklamami i wysiadną muzyką, której nikt nie słucha normalny. Zakończenie programu było godzinę później, no kurwa.
Damn.
Gdyby to tylko była E300 i chłop by nie urwał. Bo o 3:05 zaczynał się blok muzyka na bis, a o 4:05 pożegnanie. Kto by się spodziewał?
Może ktoś w tym roku znajdzie zakończenie
To fajnie by było.
Polsatu.
Bo
No,
ani
co,
jednego
mieliśmy, kurde-
ani jednego całego zakończenia z tej prawie nie ma. To jest
Ty, a jest
dobre.
nie fragment, jeden. Prawie cały.
W każdym razie te 6 kaset, co teraz jest na liście, będzie na następnym przeglądzie, plus 4 jakieś inne, które wybiorę sobie z szafki. Nie wiem, czy spoilerować, co jeszcze będzie, na pewno.
Nie chcę.
Nie, zostawię to jako tajemnicę. Też użytkownicy AN Discord już wiedzą. Są z tego zakończenia programu. Tak, są, ale nie są całe. Są urwane.
Ty, są we fragmentach, tam jeden jest prawie cały.
Dobra, także my będziemy się żegnać powoli. No, ja mam ferie, to mogę nawet pójść o pierwszej w nocy spać i gdy.
Ty kurde, ja tam kiedy będę mieć? Czekaj, no to... No później, ten ostatni termin, nie?
Życie.
No a teraz pak, kurde, ty będziesz musiał chodzić, a ja będę sobie siedział w domu.
Życie.
Nowela.
Dobra. Początek kasety się zbliża. Ta leci do zgrania. Już muzyka się skończona, nie odpala na nowo.
Także dobra, dziękuję bardzo, że byliście na live'ie.
Jutro najpewniej następny, znowu będzie grać adwokat, a potem znowu będzie przegląd. Tak najpewniej przez całe ferie. Poza piątkiem, w piątek mam egzamin. Także to leci do zgrania. Ja się żegnam, koniec live'a, dziękuję za oglądanie.
Do zobaczenia wszystkim.
Subskrybujcie mój kanał, subskrybujcie telewizję, wejdźcie na Discord, link tam na górze.
Wejdźcie na The Prosecutors po shitposting.
Dokładnie, gaming. A my robimy adios.
Adios, master.